I've been thinking about something for a longer period of time now, and I don't think it's only about the AI. For the past 11 years, I've been working as a freelance graphic designer, and during those 11 years, I've seen technology changes many times, but the changes we are seeing now feels different because this time the tools that we are using to creating things to making stuff are not only just helping us to do our work faster, but they are doing the part of the work itself. And that made me stop and think, what does this mean for someone like me? Someone who has spent 11 years getting better at this. At first, I thought I knew what to do. Learn AI, learn the new tool, and keep yourself updated with the technology. And that's what I did. Then a new tool came, then a new workflow, then a new model. And when I repeat the cycle so many times, I realized I wasn't building confidence. I was building a habit of catching up, just running after everything. And before I talk about the I think I need to go back a little because 11 years is not a small amount of time. 11 years is enough time to build something, to create a craft that feels like a part of your identity. And graphic design wasn't just something I've done for work, it's how I spent a huge part of my adult life. And over those years, I've learned how to take an idea that exists only in someone's head and turn it into something that another person can understand. I had clients who knew what exactly they wanted. I had clients who absolutely have no idea what they wanted. I had projects that started with one idea and ended up somewhere totally different. And somewhere along the way, I learned something that no tutorial can teach you. You have learned to see. You have learned to notice when something doesn't feel right. You have learned when to remove things instead of adding them. You have learned to understand what someone is trying to say. And when I see all of them as a skill, I don't consider and I don't see them as a separate skills. They are just part of being a designer. Then AI became really good at creating things. Logos, flyers, posters, illustrations, presentations, you name it. AI can create it. And the things that took me hours to create could now suddenly be appear in seconds. And I noticed something about myself. I wasn't only impressed, I was uncomfortable. And then I asked something that I'd been avoiding. If AI can create things that took me 11 years to learn and create, what exactly I've spent those 11 years? Then I realized I'd been looking at the problem from a wrong side, from a wrong perspective. I was just looking at the output, the logo, the flyer, the finished design. And then I was comparing myself that with the AI that whether AI could do better than me. But that's only the visible part of the problem. Before a design exists, there's someone who needs to understand the problem. Someone has to figure out what needs to be communicated. Someone has to decide what matters and what doesn't. Someone has to see 10 different possible directions and say, no, this isn't it. And that's where my experience of all these years started looking different to me. Because the software that use changed, the tools that I use changed, the way we create things changed, but the ability to understand a problem, to see what other people don't see, to make a decision, to communicate an idea clearly is what being built underneath all of it. I've spent 11 years learning to design, but I've also spent those years learning judgment. And this is where I'm right now. I started the whole journey by asking what AI skill should I learn next. But I don't think that's the question anymore. The question right now I'm asking is what can I build with all of these experience and AI as a leverage instead of competing with it? And I don't have the answer yet. I'm okay with that because for the first time in a while, I'm not trying to catch up with something. I'm not trying to running after something. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. And this is the beginning of that journey. I don't know where it's going to take me, but I'll try to document it. Things that work, things that don't, the ideas I change my mind about, and hopefully, somewhere along the way, I'll build something that's worth building.